So we're going to talk about the array versus the linked list data structure. So first of all, let's just talk about in case of storage. So in case of array, we store the elements in consecutive memory locations. So in array, all the elements are stored in consecutive memory locations one after another. Where in case of linked list, the elements are scattered. We can have multiple nodes in different locations of the memory, and then we have to just link them using the address part of the node. So we have to just simply link all of those nodes together, and this way we can create one linked list. So all the nodes do not need to be in consecutive memory locations. They can be scattered across the memory. And secondly, access time. So in case of access time, array is much faster because here we can access the elements directly. We can access directly using the index of that element. But where in case of linked list, we have to use the sequential access. That means we have to start from the head node, and then we have to follow the link of the node, and we have to traverse all the way to access one particular node. So we have to access all the nodes one by one to reach the destination, which is a lot more slower than accessing the node directly in case of the array. Memory usage. So in case of the array, we store only the element in the array, where in case of linked list, each node contains the element and also the address of the next node. We have multiple nodes. Every node has their own element and address to the next node. So because of this address part, here we use more memory. Now in case of insertion or deletion, so in case of this array, insertion and deletion can be time consuming and expensive. So suppose we wanted to insert one new element at the beginning of the array. So in that case, we have to shift all the elements to the right, and then we can insert the element. So in case of large data set, this can be time consuming. So where in case of linked list, this can be efficient. Now suppose we wanted to insert one new element at the beginning of this list. So we just simply have to create one new node, and the new node address part will point to this first node, and then the head node will point to this newly inserted node. So this way we can just simply make changes to the links only, and we can easily insert one new element at the beginning. And not just this, we can also easily remove elements. So suppose we wanted to delete this node from the linked list, so we just have to simply remove this link, and instead we have to create one new link which is pointing to this node. So this way this node will be removed from the linked list. So this way we can easily insert and delete elements from the linked list. We just simply have to update the pointers or address of the node. Resizing. So in case of resizing, arrays are much more slower. So because the arrays comes with the fixed size, so if we wanted to resize the array, we have to relocate all the elements, so which is time consuming. But in case of linked list, we can easily grow the size of the linked list. Simply we have to add one new node, and also we can easily shrink the linked list. We just have to remove one node from the linked list, because the insertion and deletion of nodes faster with compared to array. Now let's talk about the overhead of using array and linked list. So in case of array, here we have the minimal overhead, because in array we simply store the data only. But in case of linked list, we have higher overhead, because in linked list each node contains the element and the address part which is pointing to the next node in the list. Now let's talk about in case of efficiency. Now in case of efficiency, array is efficient when we wanted to randomly access elements. So this is really quick in case of array, because we just simply use the index of that particular element and we can directly access that element. But so the linked list is efficient in case of insertion and deletion of elements from the list. So if we wanted to randomly access elements very quickly, then array is the best choice. But if we wanted to insert and delete elements, then linked list will be the best choice. So these are some of the key differences between the array and the linked list. So hope you understand the concept. See you in the next one. Take care.